happen for myself and my family. There's no way that this is real, man, it can't be.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Modify Your Life podcast, where I'm your host, Anthony Lopez, also known as Heavy to Modified, and today we have another Heavy Talks. If you're new to what Heavy Talks is, it's just me chatting with you for the next 10-15 minutes about what we need to work on. And usually these Heavy Talks come from shit that I've had to overcome, that I've had to fix, things that I've went through, not things that I'm going through, because I'm not a believer in talking about things that I need to talk about things that I'm overcoming. I feel like I only speak on what I've overcame. I feel like too many people get into this podcast realm and kind of talk about things that they need to overcome or they're working on, or, you know, girls or guys in toxic relationships, about how you shouldn't be in a toxic relationship, but you're in one. At the end of the day, I only speak on what I overcome. I only speak on things that I know, and I only speak on things that are going to make and allow you to become better and have you think and really challenge yourself. And I had a great conversation with my clients today, and I want to kind of share this, is that not everything deserves all of you. And what I mean by that is that when you're on a journey, you don't always have to say yes to everything. When you're on a self-development journey, even though they're friends or family and close and loved ones, and that's who you were once so close with, you don't have to say yes to everything. A lot of us will sit here and work our ass off Monday through Tuesday, or Monday through Thursday, or Monday through Thursday, Monday through Friday, and then we get a text from our friend and we haven't seen in a long time, or they hit us up every weekend and we always cancel, but now we got to go out, and now because you've been doing good, well, you earn going out, and then you go to a wedding or you go to a birthday party, and you don't have to stay there the whole time. You don't even have to go, realistically, because at the end of the day, you have no time to waste, because you need to give your time to yourself. You're in the middle of changing yourself. The people that are at the parties, drinking, smoking, doing the same thing they do every single weekend, they're not caring about their self and their self-development and who they are, their mental, their physical, their emotional. You are, and that's okay. And I'm not saying that you were better than anyone, but at the end of the day, if you have a certain goal to reach, then why would you surround yourself around people that don't have goals? And there's always going to be people like, oh, well, you're human, you got to live. Well, you're human, you know, I got to go out and do this, or I got to do that. No, you don't need to do anything. You need to focus on yourself and build something that is worth talking about. And even though I'm going to say this right now, and it might be a contradiction, just know it's all about where you come from in your mindset. So I'm going to say this right now, you're not better than anybody, but I'm also going to kind of have you judge people, which is very weird, right? So just hear this. I always tell everyone to kind of, you know, sit down and we'll talk, and whether it be clients or friends or family, just kind of ask me, because they know what I've accomplished and they come to me and I mean so much. And I'm like, well, look who you're hanging out with. Look who you're surrounding yourself with. Look what you're following. Look what kind of content you're taking in. Look who you're letting pour into you. These people that you're talking to and these people that you're following, these people that you're conversating to, do they make what you want to make? The answer is most likely no. Do they look the way you want to look? The answer is most likely no. Do they have the relationship that you would like to have and you would like to build and grow? The answer is no. Do they, you know, are they a person that believes in, has faith? And sometimes that's yes or no, but do they really walk with the faith? That's a real question if you ask it. The answer is most likely no. So if these people don't fall in line with who you want to be, then why are you surrounding yourself and giving this time and energy into these people? Because you are going to be the fourth person. If you surround yourself around 3 people that are broke, you're going to become the fourth person. If you surround yourself by 3 people that are successful, you're most likely going to become the fourth person. So let me go ahead and just lay this down for you. If your goal is not to be overweight, obese, then why are you in the same place, in the same fast food line as these people that are? Not saying that you're better than them, but why would you surround yourself around that? Because you think that everything you do in life, you need to give all of you, but give your all of you to yourself. Give your all of you to your gym, to your program, to your coach, to your mental, to your physical, to your financial. And it's okay to say no, because we're so worried about not being liked by the next person. Oh my gosh, God forbid that someone doesn't like us because we don't do the same things they do. I've never in my life had to defend myself for not drinking alcohol as much as I have over the last couple of years. I've never had to defend myself on why I no longer vape anymore. I never had to defend myself on why I don't want to go and eat that at that place because I can't, or not that I can't, I just don't want to. I've never had to defend myself at 300, 400, 500, 600 pounds of why I shouldn't be eating fucking 3,000 calorie plates. No one ever looked at me and said, bro, why are you eating a 3,000 calorie plate? Why are you consuming that much pizza? Not one person has ever said that to me. But yet when I go and I don't give this nonsense, all of me, I'm the weird one. I'm the outcast. I'm the one that feels awkward. And just, just simply sharing a story, about this. And the other, I got a jet ski, for a lot of you to know. I'm out here DJ Khaled. And, I love people to use my stuff, and I want them, and I buy these things so my friends and family can enjoy this stuff. But I had someone, want to ride in there drinking. And I was like, hey, you're drinking. It's the same thing. For those who may not know, driving a vessel is the same DUI as in your car. It's $10,000. A lot of courts and stuff like that. Same thing. And everyone looked at me like I was an asshole. Everyone looked at me like I was such a horrible person, a selfish person, because I didn't want my friend to get a DUI, possibly get a DUI on a vessel. But I was an outcast. I was the one that was looked at weird because I said no. Like, when do we live in a society where doing the right thing, you're outcasted. You're the loser for doing the right thing. You're the buzzkill. Oh, that's not cool. Oh, well, no, if it was mine, I would let him. Well, then go get your own shit. And then let him do it. Because maybe nothing happens, maybe something happens. But I'd rather know that I'd rather stick to my moral compass than let someone do something that I wouldn't do on my own vessel. But we think that we have to give them our all. We have to give them all of us. We have to adapt to what they say and what they do because we don't want to be the odd one out. And I'll tell you right now, becoming of the world, becoming these people who we don't even want to trade lives with is going to lead you into someone who you don't even recognize. Because for the longest time of my life, I wanted to please people. I was a yes man. I was fat, so I felt like I had to prove myself. I had to charge less. I had to do more and charge less, actually. I had to be outgoing. I had to either be the fat, funny guy. I had to do this, I had to have nice things. I had to impress this, I had to impress that. And these people that I'm impressing, I look back now, no judgment, but at the end of the day, they don't even have a pot to piss in. They weren't the right people to impress because the people that I look to impress now don't even need to be impressed. You just have to be a person that has character, a person that has, a moral compass, a person who has some type of quality to bring to a circle. The people that are making 50 times more than I make in a freaking year and they make that in a month don't even have to be impressed because they know how hard it is to be successful and they want to push you on and cheer you on, and they're not going to make no one that I've hung out with in the last 2 years they're millionaires, some are millionaires, have ever made me feel weird for not drinking. Most of them don't even drink. None of them ever invited me to go get food and we went to go get fast food. And I've had the blessing and opportunity to hang out with people who makes money, this amount of money in a month that most people won't even make in a lifetime. And I cherish those conversations. And the difference is that when I would focus on when I would not give all of me to certain tasks, I would feel weird. But when I don't give in to that stuff, I'm actually praised by the right people. Because at the end of the day, they know how it is to create something. Anyone with value knows how difficult it is to be successful. Anyone with value knows the hard work that it takes to get put into change your physical, your mental, your emotional, to change who you are as a person, to break bad habits. So if you're someone out there and you're focusing on giving all of you to people that you wouldn't change life with, then I challenge you to change it now. At the end of the day, it is your obligation to build your lifestyle. And your lifestyle, not everyone's going to understand. Not everyone is going to applaud you. Not everyone is going to pat you on the back. Not everyone's going to support you. But something I've realized is that you need to build support and love within yourself. Now, everyone else supporting you and applauding you and clapping and patting you on the back and all that, that's extra. Not everyone is, and I'm well aware and I'm down to earth to know that not everyone has a following that I have. Not everyone has a support that I have. Not everyone has a family that I have. Now, I'm not saying everything is perfect in the back end, but I'm saying that I am blessed for what I have and I'm aware of other people don't have. But what I'm going to say, regardless of we have family, friends, loved ones who support us, it's still your obligation to support and build yourself up. You can't look at the next person and say, oh, well, they got it easy because he has a girlfriend who supports him. That shit was built. You can't look at the next person and say, oh, well, you don't understand. That person has money. I don't have money. That person earned that money. You can't look at the next person and say, oh, well, their weight loss or they had surgery. It was easy. No, they fucking earned it. And regardless of what they have or what they built or what they completed or what challenges they've overcame that you haven't seen, it's irrelevant. Because you need to focus on giving all of you to yourself, to your kids, to your family, to becoming a better leader, a role model, example. Because nothing, I would give nothing. I would literally, there's not enough money in the world that you could offer me that I would change being a role model example in my family, to my younger brother, to my little sister, to my girlfriend, to being a leader to my girlfriend, to some of my friends who are so proud of me, what I've accomplished. There's not enough money in the world that I would trade for that title of being a leader in my family and in my circle. Some friends in my circle. I look up to other people. I'm not the only, if you're the best person in the circle, you should probably get out. You should probably get yourself in a bigger fishbowl. All right, or pond, sorry. But what I'm going to say, though, there's not enough money in the world that would change that. Because at the end of the day, I know what it took to build, and I know that I completely 180 from the life that I was living. There's nothing worse than not feeling that you bring no type of value to a circle, our friend, our wife, our husband, our loved one. And some of us go every single day feeling like that. But the cool thing about life is that we have the option to change that. You have the option to become better. You have the option to become a leader. If you're a 450-pound man with fucking man tits, you could change that. If you're a 450-pound woman that doesn't feel comfortable in a bathing suit or at the gym, you can change that. If you feel that your kids don't respect you, or maybe they're becoming overweight and they see that you're living a lifestyle of indulgence, you can change that. But it starts not only by listening to a podcast like this. This is 1% of what it is. Listening is 1%. 99% is doing. And the problem is that you want to give yourself all of you, but then you also want to give these losers all of you. And that's not going to work. Weight loss, life change is not a 50-50. It's unfair. There's uneven playing grounds. Weight loss is a casino, and you are the player. The casino always has the upper hand. So therefore, you need to play the game and play it well. 80-20 is the rule. That's not a myth. You just think about it. 80% of your year, 20% of the year. Right now, 80% of the year, you're eating fast food. 20% you're on a diet, a cut, or whatever you want to call it. It needs to be the other way around. 80% of the year, you're having fun, you're doing this, and then you're locking in January and February. It needs to be the other way around. But it's never going to change if you keep on giving all of you to every single thing. If you keep getting pulled left, right, up, down, this way, that way, this way. You're never going to change. And you're going to continue to be unhappy. And you're going to continue to keep living a life that you're not proud of. You're going to continue to keep being a mother, a father, a brother, an uncle, a son that you feel that brings no value to your family and your family name. And I'm not just talking about males. I'm talking about male and female. I look up to my mom just as much as I would look up to my dad. And you need to understand this, that if you're feeling this way and this conversation is hitting home, then it's now your obligation to change it. It's now your obligation to stop giving all of you to things that don't deserve it, to people that don't deserve it, to videos that don't deserve it, to conversations that don't deserve it, to parties that don't deserve it. What's that one show everyone's watching right now? There's like two things I hear the most right now. Love Island and Labubus. Bro, if you are not successful, if you are not happy and healthy, if you do not have a good amount of savings, if you don't have kids that are also maybe in shape, that are having at least some type of good grades, that you don't have time to be sitting here having Love Island freaking sit downs with your friends and family. You shouldn't be consuming a whole bunch of this conversation. You shouldn't be standing in line for fucking Labubus, especially if your ass is broke as shit. But we don't realize that this stuff is put in front of us to distract us from the shitty lifestyle we live. They're little hits of dopamine we have. And I'm not saying I'm better than people because I don't watch those stupid ass shows. But I'll tell you this, I have more time in a day than you motherfuckers that do. I have more money in my bank account for those that go broke for a little boo-boo. And I've had my share of screwing up. I've literally had my share of spending the last of my money for car parts that I couldn't afford and have to sell my Xbox to pay rent multiple times. And I'm coming from a place where, love, what I'm telling you, get your shit together and stop giving all of you to this bullshit. Because if you want to be fat, if you want to be broke, if you want to be unhappy and keep releasing this fake ass dopamine, then keep doing what you're doing. But if you want to actually build a life of something you're proud of, something that gets you going, something that wakes you up and motivates you, something that's actually worth talking about, then stop giving all of you to the bullshit and start giving all of you to you. Do the things that you want to do, that you need to do to make you happy. Start cleaning your room, brush your teeth, clean your freaking car, put your clothes together. Do the fundamentals of just being an adult. Because you think they're small, minute tasks, but I'll tell you at the end of the day, I talked about this as the last heavy talks. Those small, minute things that you're not doing are the reason why your life is shit. The reason why you're not actually happy. And if you continue to keep giving all of you to things that are absolutely useless and becoming a quality person in life, then your life is going to stay the same. And you can't complain about the work that you didn't do. You can't complain about the results you got from the work you didn't do. You're going to sit there and you accept it. And there's people that are going to sit here and they're going to work on it. Now, the choice is always going to be yours of whether you want to accept it and work on it. But I'll tell you right now, from living both lives, from being broke, fat, unhappy, depressed, suicidal, and being who I am today, I would pick this road 1,000,000 times over and over again. Every single time. Because the happiness that I had at 400, 500, 600 plus pounds was fake. Happiness was from food. Happiness was from indulgence. Happiness was from excessive eating. Happiness was from just fake things. And the happiness I get today is the fact that my mom, my girlfriend, my brother, my family's proud of me. My grandma sent me a text message how proud she is of me of the apartment we just moved in, how beautiful it is, how excited she is to see it. That's the shit that brings value to me. The other stuff that was bringing value to me was just selfish. It was stuff that was going to send me into an early grave. So if you want to be selfish and you don't want to be a leader and you don't want to be looked at as someone that's respected, then keep living the life like the other 99% of the world. Because there's going to be that 1% that's going to work their ass off and they're going to have something to share and something of value to bring. And I want to be the 1%, not the 99%.
All this happened for myself and my family.